welcome to 509 Online News. Our reporter's been hard at work this week. Let's check in with our web producer to see what we have for you. Karen?
Thanks, Caitlin. If you're like me and you watch most of your TV online, you're probably using a lot of bandwidth. Matthew Whitty takes a look at how the CRTC wants to up your monthly internet bill. And it's been about a month since everyone made their New Year's resolutions. Chances are, a lot of those resolutions were to lose weight. Babarka Khan takes a look at the problem of obesity and the solution. Now, there's no solution for Alzheimer's, but this past weekend, hundreds of people took part in the Alzheimer's Walk for Memories. Peter Kovacs was there. Tell us a bit about it, Peter.
Thanks, Karen. Last Sunday, the Alzheimer's Society of Kitchener-Waterloo hosted the largest fundraising event, the Walk for Memories, an event that's dedicated to increasing awareness and raising funds for vital programs and services that support people living with Alzheimer's disease and related dementias. I had the opportunity to attend this event to see a community come together and share their story of how this affliction has affected their lives. Back to you.
Thanks, Pete. Also this week, Victoria Roth talks to a couple about the challenges of trying to sell a house in this economy. Now let's take it on over to Phil for weather.
From snow day to sunshine, and now for more snow. Environment Canada is forecasting double-digit lows and light flurries. The 5-day forecast will bring clear skies and temperatures as low as -14. For the next few days, we will be seeing cloudy skies and daytime highs of -10. Expect flurries and blowing snow each day. Wharton Willie was calling for early spring yesterday. However, with these conditions, we're not too sure. Back to you, Caitlin.
Thanks, Phil. I can't say I'm disappointed, though. Well, you better get that big pot of chili and that batch of wings ready for the Super Bowl. Nick and Craig have more.
Thank you, Caitlin. That's right, the countdown to Super Bowl 45 continues, and it's quickly approaching us. Craig, what are your thoughts on the Super Bowl this year?
Well, Nick, if we take a look at the betting numbers up front, we have the Green Bay Packers favored by 2.5 points, which is basically even odds. The over-under is set at 44.5, so the experts are looking at a low-scoring game, which means defense first. I think, as most people look at the two quarterbacks, I'm looking at the two running backs. That's Rashid Mendenhall for Pittsburgh and Brendan Jackson for the Green Bay Packers. I think whichever running back has the better game and whichever running back can penetrate the strong defense on the other side, that team should be victorious for Super Bowl 45. But I also see another person who could play huge into this game, and that's defensive coordinator Dick LeBeau. Green Bay Packers run a standard 3-4 defense. Dick LeBeau is an expert at executing against it. If Dick LeBeau can stop it, plus if Pittsburgh can bring that zone blitz, expect a tough game with some very big hits.
Well, I'm sure it'll be exciting as it always is. In NBA news, the Toronto Raptors have lost their 13th game in a row. That's right, 13 straight. They lost last night to the Atlanta Hawks, 100-87. It is the longest losing streak since 2002. Shifting over to the NHL, it was a busy Wednesday night. The Toronto Maple Leafs have re-signed enforcer Mike Brown to a 3-year, $2.215 million contract. President and general manager of the Leafs, Brian Burke, said in a statement, "His blend of character, energy, and toughness has proven to be a good fit in the overall structure and makeup of our team." Johan Franzen of the Detroit Red Wings had a big night. 5-goal big night. That's right, he scored 5 goals against the slumping Senators in a 7-5 Red Wings victory. Franzen is the first player in the NHL to score 5 goals in a single game since Marian Gaborik did it against the Rangers December 20th in 2007. And last night we had a bit of a goalie tussle. We had everything last night. Rick DiPietro and Brent Johnson had a little bit of a scrap. Now, I use the term scrap quite loosely. It was more like Johnson kind of punched DiPietro and DiPietro fell. It's pretty funny. You guys should check it out online. The Penguins took that match 3-0. Craig, I can't help but notice you're still sitting here. The big game's this Sunday in Dallas. You're in Kitchener. What's going on?
As you know, I'm a football fan, and fans actually don't get to go to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl tickets have not gone public since 1974 due to corporate buyouts and sponsorships. But, you know, I can't help but think about the ticket prices. And I went online and checked. The cheapest scalper price I could find was $2,800, and the most expensive, get this, $23,730 for a ticket to Super Bowl 45. Now, what does that get you besides a seat next to a corporate type who probably has no idea what even game is being played? Well, you get the national anthem sung by Christina Aguilera, and there's no wardrobe malfunction guaranteed either. Years ago, we used to have acts like The Who, U2, Paul McCartney play halftime, but for $23,730, you get the Black Eyed Peas.
Well, it looks like I'm going to save my $23,000. I'm just going to watch the Super Bowl at home with some chicken wings and some beer and a couple of friends. That's it for sports. Let's head over to entertainment with Leanna and Asia.
Thanks, Nick and Craig. That's a pretty hefty price for a ticket.
Luckily, you won't have to pay a dime to watch our 2011 Polar Plunge at Conestoga College.
That's right, and 519 Online News will be broadcasting live from the pond, where students will dive in to help support the United Way.
Our show starts at noon, so make yourself a hot chocolate and tune in.
Now let's go to Dan to see what you guys had to say about this exciting event.
Thanks, guys. The Polar Plunge. No, I'm not talking about polar bears or penguins. I'm talking about Conestoga College students jumping into freezing cold water for a good cause. We got your opinions of the Polar Plunge.
I think it's awesome, actually. I used to actually do it a couple of years ago. I used to actually be a competitive synchronized swimmer, and that was part of our kind of fundraising. We used to actually do that ourselves.
They're crazy. It's a good cause, but I wouldn't do it. It's too cold. It's probably not very safe.
I'm pretty scared. I'm participating this year. It'll be my first time ever participating in an event like it.
It's pretty stupid and crazy, but actually it's really fun. I think it would be a really good idea.
It's crazy, but it's great, you know. Just it's something outrageous, like these people jumping into friggin' ice cold water, but for a good cause, you know. It's all for fun.
Thanks, Dan.
Did you know that the jumpers get to wear whatever they want?
Well, they have to wear shoes.
Of course, but there is a prize awarded to the most creative jumper.
I would have to do a cannonball.
I do a pencil dive.
So be sure to come out and support your peers, or you can watch from the comfort of your computer. But remember, there will be drinks and snacks for those who dare venture into the cold.
That's right, and let's not forget this is a fundraiser, so don't hesitate to donate. This is for a great cause.
It really is a great cause.
Now let's swim on over to Caitlin.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out the videos below. For 519 Online News, I'm Caitlin Wong. And remember, your news is just a click away.